is the Minch shortcut. If you go across there, just kind of interrupt what I'm saying, go up there, that'll take you, it's up for the first bit, but I believe it goes down fairly quickly, and that cuts into the top of the Southern Upland Way section, which I showed the start of at the beginning of Lead Mine Climb. No, I didn't actually show it at the beginning of Lead Mine Climb, it was at the end of Tannehill Fire Road. But it's Tannehill Fire Road end / beginning of Lead Mine Climb. Go up Southern Upland Way, it cuts in about 2/3 of the way along this. This avoids the Minch climb. Unfortunately though, it also misses the Minch descent. So, yeah, make your choice. We're going up though. Getting some nasty vibrations from this front fork. Front fork? I've only got one bloody fork. Anyway, third phase is the rest of the UK, pretty much. As I say, as the time to film them increases, size of the centres, distance to get there and so on increases, the cost to actually do them increases. What I've added into the calculations is a wage. So in the event that several phases get funded, there's the money there to give up my job and do this full time, which would be nice, but the likelihood of that is low. So that means that the wage money would be going into the next phases. Really, it would be carried on further, and I just continue filming in my spare time. We do, however, have something I completely forgot to mention. Phase 1 is slightly harder than it should be because it includes the website. It includes a spec-built website, basically. It's not a full site, it will be... Oh, excuse me. It'll be the framework for the site. So, we get someone who actually knows what they're doing to build a pretty front end and a pretty back end, so that it makes it easier for me to update the site and easier to navigate. And then spare money left over will be going towards hosting, get the site running faster and smoother. With luck, it's turning into a long time. In fact, I know on the Minch climb I shouldn't really be filming still. I should have cut off back then, but we're on it, so there's not much I can do now. Just keep going and split the videos. Oh, I'm going to fall into the bushes now. So the Kickstarter plan covers everything really. Getting the whole site up and going, getting the trails filmed, all inclusive really, as well as paying for the rewards if we get funded. The minimal price point for the funding will be I think it was the 12,000. Phase 1 is what we're aiming for, which will get a decent variety of trails, decent variety of trails and the website sorted. So that's the minimal stage, and I can still do the site and update it and do all that stuff without the funding. It'll just take a long time, and the site will continue to be crap because it'll be coded by me and hosted on cheap servers. So there you go. The obvious thought that will come to people though is, how is TrailDog actually going to be sustainable? Kickstart to get it running is all well and good, but it's going to be useless in the long run if the site makes no money. Because yeah, it makes no money means that a little further down the line we're going to have to ask for some more cash to keep it going. I don't want to do that. That is a thing that will not hopefully happen. I say hopefully, you never know. But it's something I'd like to avoid. And the plan is that at the moment, if you look at the site, there should be a menu on each trail. On each page in the trail directory there should be a menu for each part, for each site, each trail centre. And one of the links in it is accommodation. We've got accommodation, food, bike shops and so on. That is one of the things we hope will put funding into the site. We want to turn those sections into essentially listings. Something silly like £5 gets you 2 months worth of advertising in there for your business. So you're running a bed and breakfast near Glentress, £5 a month, £5 for 2 months, whatever, gets you into our listings. So people using the site see local facilities and just click into their tab. There's somewhere to stay. Sorted. With a bit of luck, that will keep us afloat. If not, advertising is the thing we're going to have to do as well. This bike is sounding rough as hell. What is that? Advertising is the thing we're going to look into as well. Get a bit more cash, and of course the previously mentioned YouTube. We'll be running ads on that. Sorry about Twitch, I thought something was attacking me in the face. It's actually sweat dripping down. What is making the noise? It's the back wheel. I think I need to tighten that a bit. That's fairly tight. It's making a noise. It's really annoying noise. I think it's that pad. Oi! I think it's just this pad, so ignore it for now. Okay. Ugh, Minch more. It's a pain. So we do have ideas for revenue to come in, but again, it needs kickstarted. It needs an injection to get it going and keep it going. Of course, things like social media help, Twitter, Facebook. We do have a TrailDog Facebook, which I haven't actually set up properly yet because I don't understand it. It seems to be different from standard Facebooks, and I don't know what's going on with it. It's like, technically it's a business, so I open it as a business one, and it's very different. I've had my own personal Facebook for years, and I can't remember it being that much of a pain to set up. So I really do need to get around to doing the TrailDog one. We do have Twitter though, TrailDog Films, easy to find, and it's currently set up so every time a video is uploaded on YouTube, it will shout about it on Twitter and Facebook. Again, not the TrailDog Facebook, but my own one. That was a weird noise. Really don't like this climb. Haven't done it in years and it's still as bad as I remember. Oh. So there you have it. TrailDog is asking for your help. I'm asking for your help. Watch out for Kickstarter, which when it does go live it will be coming up in videos as well, as well as on Twitter and stuff like that. If you don't want to donate via Kickstarter, you don't believe in that kind of thing, then again, YouTube, likes, favourites, subscribes really help. I know I keep saying that, but it really is that important. Other than that, yeah, watch our videos, spread it, share it, spread it to your friends, treat it like an STD. Get it around as many people as you can. And that is just guaranteed everyone's going to unsubscribe from me. Good job, mouth. Thank you. So yeah, essentially when it boils down to it, help us get going, help us keep going, and let's see where we can get. I'm not planning on changing the name of the site or anything once I've got a bunch of people interested. The only improvements I plan on doing are positive ones and useful ones. As I get better at this, the videos should become more interesting. And at the moment, I'm having the standard spending more time concentrating on getting up the hills than talking, so it's not really coherent all the time. But as I get fitter, that will get better and faster. And if you look back at my earlier videos, hopefully you should see a difference already. So I'm actually going up hills now, and barely walking at all. Oh yeah. One of the dangers I do have of chatting to the camera is topical stuff. I could try and make jokes about the current climate and politics and show business and stuff like that, but the danger is these videos are on YouTube until YouTube ceases to exist, or until it starts getting beamed into your brain. So it would be like scary movies, not scary movies, the actual movies, but the series Scary Movie, where I haven't seen one since I think 2, and it was very good at the time. Lots of nice pop culture references, but they don't last. And 3 years down the line, no one understands what the hell it's on about. So that's something I need to avoid. Though I suppose I could try predicting things. That would be good. Predicting things that will be happening when you're watching this in 5 years. TrailDog's now a big international corporation. with hundreds of riders out there filming daily. And you're looking back at the early stuff where I keep riding off of corners, and you're thinking, what has changed in these 5 years? And I look forward to the future, to you watching in the future. Yes, you. And I say, God, Half-Life 3 is brilliant, isn't it? Finally released it. Oh, isn't the new Steam console great? You control it with your thoughts. And back here in 2013, I couldn't even imagine that kind of thing happening. But you lucky bugger, you're in the future, enjoying future stuff. Hover bikes. Let's actually look at the future, because that is a semi-serious concept. Where will we be in 5 years? Look at progression of mountain biking in the last 5 years. I think I've been properly doing it for 10, 11, 12 now. So I've seen a fair few changes. Not many, but a few. And mountain biking is pretty much the same as it always was when you get right down to it. Cross country is still cross country, downhill is still downhill. Free ride is still something people do on their own in forests. A bit like masturbation, really. And the quality of the bikes has improved. We're now into carbon fibre age. Everything seems to be carbon fibre now. Downhill frames. Who would have seen that coming a few years ago? When the thing you had to worry about carbon fibre handlebars was them exploding and giving you cancer. And now we build entire bikes out of them. Expensive bikes, but entire bikes. And I suppose it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. There was precedent for it. I think it was Lahar did a gearbox full carbon bike a decade ago, a long time ago anyway. And fair enough, it did look like it was covered in tumours, but it was probably the first proper, well, not only full carbon, but first proper gearbox bike, thinking about it. And I know they're still being ridden today. So one of the guys I went out to France with this year and last year rode one in New Zealand, I think it was earlier this year, and said it was brilliant. And that was probably well ahead of its time. If you wanted predictions though, 5 years time in biking, I mean, up at the top levels of the sports, it's changing rapidly. You've got innovations and things changing. You've got 2x10 gear sets and 3x10s and 11s and stuff like that. Stuff that didn't make sense a few years ago. But I reckon at some point companies are actually going to seriously start looking back into gearbox technology. You have companies that are actually making it work at the moment. Zeroed is a good example. I'm not just saying that because I own one, but the Zeroed riders, I don't think they've got a legitimate World Cup team at the moment, but they have quite a lot of privateers doing them, riding with them, and from what I hear, doing really well as well. So it kind of makes sense. Make a smaller, more efficient gearbox with a better ratio of gears, a better range of gears even. Get them stuck onto bikes. You've got a gearing system with pretty much no flaws, really. Smooth shifting, constant shifting, and no danger of it exploding or losing bits, or less danger of exploding and losing bits, because rear mechs, they're in the way. If you think about it, you've got your rear wheel, it kicks up rocks in all directions. You got a rocky trail, especially in downhill, rocky course, you got deflections throwing large chunks of countryside all over the place, and it's only a matter of time before it smacks into your rear mech, misaligns it, needs repairs, ruins it, whatever. Why, when you can center a gearbox right in the middle of the frame? It's protected. Totally protected. And the only downside at the moment is the limited range of gears and the weight. Zero, again, they're making a few advances in that direction. Each generation of the G1, G2, I assume they're probably going to bring out a G3 this year or next year. Each year it's lighter. Fair enough, this year the G2, I think it had lost about a pound worth of weight, but it had also lost an inch of travel, which, I don't know, can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. But it's a prototype, I guess it's still a prototype pretty much, from a startup company. And for them to be building things that are not dominating, but becoming serious contenders at World Cup level, it's pretty amazing, really. So, my future prediction, 5 years time, lightweight gearboxes, better ratios, better selection of gears in gearbox form, and rear mechs starting to phase out. Really hope rear mechs starting to phase out. You know, start doing it so rear mechs only come on budget Halfords bikes and stuff like that. You never know, it could happen. Where is the top of this bloody hill? Just going on and on. That bloody Prometheus here. Spend the rest of my life going up the hill, then I get attacked by vultures. Let's hope that bit doesn't happen. That hurts. Okay. Helpful. Well, maybe helpful. That seems to go. Yeah. Okay. Looks like it's just a corner that's been cut. So I guess that's not too bad. What else? 5 years time. Lighter weight bikes. Stronger, lighter bikes would be nice. And this isn't exactly the blob, but it could be lighter. And as you can hear by the weird noises, it could be stronger. So that's a future thing. Maybe not full carbon fibre because that's expensive, but some kind of, is it possible to do alloys? I know carbon fiber's got carbon fibre, but is it possible to like mix it with titanium or something? Like a super light thing with like weight savings of titanium and strength of carbon fibre or something. I don't know. I'm not a material engineer or whatever the hell they're called. It's a shame it's so manky today because that'd be a fantastic view there. I don't even know where I'm looking. That is, I can just see a radio mast. That hill in the distance is where the downhill trails are actually. On the far side of that. You can vaguely see the River Tweed behind it. Innerleithen's just beyond that hill. That way is things. I don't know what's that way. I think it's just off into the countryside, the wilds. And somewhere down that way is either... Where am I looking? That's south, I think. So somewhere down there is England. So in theory, the direction I'm heading at the moment is Kielder, straight ahead, Newcastleton and Kielder, over that way. It could be that way. I don't know. Usually I'm pretty good with sense of the direction, but today. My head's a bit weird, it's fuzzy. I've had a migraine for 3 days and brain function's not quite come back yet, so my sense of direction's wildly swinging around. I know I'm getting close to the top here. I know where Innerleithen is, but my brain's just not processing compass points at the moment. I do know, however, that directly behind me, you might have just seen it a second ago when I stopped, there were some big circles in the grass. That is next to the end of the Minch shortcut. So we're descending down to there soon. So I guess we're going round the hill. Eventually. That'll be another shortcut. So just take the longer route. Again, getting kind of windy up here. So still, even in this kind of weather, it's a nice enough view. I just hope that the light is allowing people to see it on the video. If you can't see anything I'm talking about, I apologise right now for the video quality. In fact, there's an idea. Kickstarter. If we don't hit certain funding goals, and I'm not able to take this as a full-time job, then the spare money can go towards upgrading equipment, getting a Hero 3, because that works better in low light conditions and apparently gets better resolution as well, so that would be nice. Get better videos. While we're on subject videos, actually, I was watching one yesterday. Oh, grounded. I was watching one yesterday, filmed here actually in Innerleithen. That was quite good. Just riding downhill sections, Minch, the downhill trails and so on. And they were using a variety of techniques actually. Helmet camera, but I think they were mostly chest mounted. I've never liked the chest mounted position, so it means you see the bars of the bike. Do you know what I mean? For the purposes of making it feel like you're actually there, I suppose it's better because you can see the peripherals, but I always prefer up on the side on the helmet, because it means you got a better overview, you got more range of vision than down here. Oh, we're at the top. Fantastic. I'm going to fail completely now, aren't I? But this video, yeah, using chest mounted camera, cable cam, some of the lower sections in the forest, and most interestingly, a quadcopter, which was getting some really nice shots of the open sections. People riding, really like them, really cinematic feel. And maybe that's the kind of thing I'd like to do in the future. Get one of those running and get some interesting shots with a second rider. Quite good. Anyway, that's the Minch climb, finally, at the top. Pointy hills over there, that's the Meldens, I think. Eildens, something like that. Waters General Hospital over there. So in fact, that way's Kielder. Thanks for watching, like, favourite and subscribe. See you later.